Major corporate powerhouses are making subtle, calculated moves that are quietly validating Shiba Inu's transition from meme status to a genuine utility asset. The infrastructure for global adoption is being set in place by the very giants of e-commerce and finance. Analysts are zeroing in on key listing updates. The Shib army is waiting. This silent corporate shift is the most critical element driving Shiba Inu's long-term future. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. Please note that by the time you see this video, some rates may have changed. Financial advice is not included in this video. The narrative surrounding Shiba Inu has fundamentally shifted from pure hype to demonstrable utility, largely thanks to the development of its Layer 2 network, Shibarium, and its continuous integration into the global payment landscape. This script focuses on the strategic movements of major companies, specifically exchanges like Binance, Coinbase, Robinhood, and Bybit, and the e-commerce titan Amazon as of November 12, 2025. These corporate entities play a dual role. They provide the liquidity and access necessary for mass retail adoption, and more importantly, they offer the real-world infrastructure that cements Shiba Inu's legitimacy. Shiba Inu is currently trading at 953 units, holding steady despite broader market consolidation, with a 24-hour trading volume near $161 million. This stability, analysts note, is partially reflective of a growing fundamental base supported by these key corporate players. The most significant event update in corporate involvement is the slow but steady expansion of Shiba Inu as a payment option through large-scale processors and direct retail integrations. As per reports from early 2025, over 900 businesses worldwide accept Shiba Inu for various products and services, leveraging platforms like BitPay to facilitate these transactions. While direct integration with Amazon remains speculative, the growing acceptance by major e-commerce platforms like Newegg through BitPay sets a powerful precedent, suggesting the e-commerce behemoth's eventual inevitable acceptance is only a matter of when, not if. Furthermore, the major exchanges, Binance, Coinbase, Robinhood, and Bybit, have not made any new sudden high-impact listing announcements in November 2025, but their actions are focused on infrastructure optimization, for example, wallet security updates, improved trading pairs, and better staking opportunities, which quietly improve Shiba Inu's overall market accessibility and trust. The market's reaction to corporate involvement news, or the lack thereof, has been nuanced. The price of Shiba Inu, currently at 953 units, did not see a massive spike in November due to the absence of a shock and awe corporate announcement like a direct Amazon payment launch. Instead, its resilience and current market cap of approximately $5.6 billion are a reflection of the cumulative effect of existing corporate support. The fact that Shiba Inu is listed on all major global exchanges provides a fundamental layer of liquidity and investor confidence that prevents major capitulation during downswings. Trading volumes, while subdued at $161 million, remain high enough to support its current valuation, indicating that retail interest is maintained by the ease of access provided by these corporate trading platforms. Any confirmed rumor of a large-scale new integration, particularly from a retail-focused giant like Robinhood beyond simple spot trading, is expected to trigger a swift and aggressive bullish response. The on-chain evidence relating to corporate platforms demonstrates the token's operational health. The volume of Shiba Inu held on major exchanges like Binance and Coinbase remains stable. A stable reserve suggests that large corporate holders and exchanges are not initiating major sell-offs, reducing immediate circulating supply pressure. While the large transaction count has recently decreased, as per on-chain data, the wallets associated with major over-the-counter desks, often used by high-net-worth clients of corporate banking or brokerages, show a long-term pattern of accumulation during dips, which is indicative of institutional confidence provided by the security of listing on platforms like Coinbase and Robinhood. The growing transaction volume and lower gas fees on Shibarium, as noted by community trackers, is the direct evidence of utility. Every major exchange listing acts as a gateway, providing millions of users the means to acquire the token necessary to interact with the Shibarium ecosystem, thereby connecting corporate accessibility to on-chain growth. The subtle corporate involvement has profound long-term implications. Analysts note that the continuous backing by top-tier financial gatekeepers like Coinbase and Binance moves Shiba Inu further away from the speculative meme coins bracket and closer to the utility assets category. The main implication is risk mitigation. The rigorous listing requirements of these exchanges ensure a high level of security and regulatory compliance, which in turn makes Shiba Inu more palatable for traditional investment vehicles and brokerages, including those beyond the core crypto space. The potential inclusion of Shiba Inu in a U.S. exchange-traded fund filing, which investors are monitoring, would be impossible without the established liquidity and trustworthiness provided by these major corporate exchanges. Therefore, their ongoing support is critical for Shiba Inu's multi-year structural growth. The Shib army remains laser-focused on pushing for further major corporate adoption. Social media chatter is consistently dominated by calls for Amazon payment integration and increased functionality on Robinhood's platform, specifically allowing direct withdrawals to the Shibarium Layer 2 network. The developer team, led by Kusama, continues to engage with corporate entities indirectly by focusing on the governance token Treat and the stablecoin Shi, creating a more robust regulatory-friendly framework. This behind-the-scenes work is the developers' way of future-proofing Shiba Inu for even deeper corporate partnerships. The community understands that high-level exchange listings and payment integrations are the ultimate seal of corporate approval. In the immediate future, market participants should watch for any new Bybit or Binance updates regarding new financial products, for example, fixed-term staking or perpetual contract listings for Bone or Leash, as this would signal increasing corporate belief in the broader Shiba Inu ecosystem. A breakthrough announcement from a payment processor securing a major US or European retail partner, which can be linked back to a corporate listing on Coinbase, could push the price toward 1,100 units. The long-term forecast is heavily bullish, sources suggest, assuming continued corporate normalization. If Amazon were to announce a partnership, even an indirect one through AWS or a payment solution, it would be an unprecedented fundamental catalyst, potentially driving the price toward the 5,000-unit mark in the next bull cycle. Continued compliance and stable listing on all major exchanges solidify a long-term minimum target of 1,500 units by the end of 2026. While the corporate validation is strong, a balanced view must highlight that Shiba Inu's current reliance on exchange listings, Binance, Coinbase, etc., still exposes it to centralization risk and regulatory shifts affecting these major players. A sudden regulatory crackdown on crypto-to-fiat on/off-ramps could temporarily restrict access, regardless of the token's utility. Furthermore, the highly sought-after Amazon integration remains elusive. Relying on speculative news can lead to short-term price volatility and disappointment. Analysts caution that until a Fortune 500 company integrates Shiba Inu natively, without a third-party payment processor, the corporate validation is primarily in the trading and liquidity space, not in direct, widespread consumer utility. The corporate giants are not just listing Shiba Inu, they are actively integrating it into the global financial plumbing, with exchanges like Coinbase and Binance providing the necessary foundation of trust and liquidity. While the ultimate goal of a direct Amazon partnership remains the Shib Army's biggest dream, the current quiet corporate consolidation is the true engine for Shiba Inu's long-term utility. We will continue to track these critical corporate movements. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it, and subscribe to the channel.